Hey mate, stop scrolling. This is not a comeback, it's a warning. Because the internet will tell you the Yamaha VMAX died when power cruisers got soft. They'll say it was a straight-line dinosaur, too thirsty, too violent, too loud for 2026. They're wrong. Because here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Every single motorcycle market on Earth, riders are bored, exhausts are quiet, screens are getting bigger, bikes are starting to feel like rolling appliances instead of living, breathing machines. And Yamaha knows it. That's why the 2026 Yamaha VMAX V4 isn't a nostalgic reboot. It isn't a heritage revival. It's a rebellion you can swing a leg over. And before we go any further, let me tease something right now, because this matters. Yamaha is strongly rumored to be adding one long-requested feature to the VMAX refresh. Something riders have begged for. Something that could completely rewrite what a power cruiser feels like in the real world. When we get to it, trust me, that moment is the emotional peak of this entire machine. The 2026 cruiser world is soft and riders feel it. Let's be honest about where motorcycles are right now. Cruisers in 2026 are polite. They're smooth. They're quiet. They're packed with screens, rider aids, and commuter manners. Useful? Sure. Inspiring? Rarely. Most riders today feel like they're buying devices, not motorcycles. But there's always been a counterculture inside motorcycling. The riders who refuse to trade emotion for efficiency. Those riders have been waiting for a signal flare. The 2026 VMAX refresh might be exactly that. The VMAX myth was never dead. It was reloading. The original VMAX didn't ask permission when it launched in 1985. No fairings, no apologies, just brute force and drag strip posture. Then in 2009, Yamaha dropped the modern VMAX, a 1700cc V4 monster that punched physics in the mouth and laughed about it. To this day, riders still talk about it in hushed tones at gas stations, like it's a legend you're not supposed to summon. Yamaha didn't kill the VMAX. They paused it, sharpened it, waited for the world to miss it. Designed for 2026, sharper, meaner, still intimidating. Rumors suggest Yamaha is walking a dangerous line, refining the VMAX without softening it. Expect an all-new LED headlight signature. Not friendly, not commuter safe. Think Predator optics. Think something that looks back at traffic like it's choosing prey. Insiders hint at vertically stacked DRLs, aggressive, blade-like, visually echoing the iconic V-boost intake lungs. It's not decoration, it's identity. The fuel tank is expected to keep its signature forward-leaning shoulders, but with crisper edges and more visual mass. The VMAX doesn't look styled, it looks forged. The side scoops? Rumored to be larger, more functional, more honest. Less cosplay, more airflow. Feeding oxygen like a forge feeding fire. This bike won't roll into 2026 quietly. It'll make the pavement feel like it signed a liability waiver. The dash. Finally modern, still focused. One of the loudest rumors surrounds the cockpit. Yamaha is expected to finally retire the old cluster in favor of a hybrid digital display, but don't expect a giant tablet glued to the bars. Yamaha knows better. Think dark, stealth, fighter jet energy, configurable layouts, minimal clutter, night glow that feels like a HUD, not a smartphone. Riders want information, not distractions. This dash won't steal your attention. It'll sharpen it. Colors that feel dangerous. Color rumors are spicy. Expect deep metallic blacks, matte shadow finishes, possibly a heritage graphite tone that looks like it came straight out of an industrial furnace. There's even talk of a brutal bronze edition, dark metal with faint gold flecks that shimmer like molten steel under sunlight. The VMAX doesn't want to be admired, it wants to be felt. The engine, where legends either retire or reload. Let's get serious. The heart of the 2026 VMAX is expected to remain the 1,679cc 65-degree liquid-cooled V4. And thank God, abandoning that layout would be sacrilege. But this isn't about keeping it the same. It's about retuning the beast. Rumors suggest Yamaha may bump peak output by 5 to 8 horsepower, pushing it dangerously close to 210 horsepower at the crank. But peak numbers aren't the story. The real magic, the mid-range. Expect revised fueling, cleaner throttle mapping, and an even fatter torque curve between 3,000 and 7,000 RPM. The zone where power cruiser souls are born. The old VMAX pulled like a freight train. The new one, rumored to pull like the universe owes it torque. Sound, not heard, felt. Yamaha knows emissions matter, but they also know the VMAX without sound is a crime. Strong speculation points to a redesigned 4x2x1 exhaust, tuned specifically to amplify low-frequency bass. The kind of sound that doesn't just reach your ears, it travels through your boots, up your spine, and settles into your ribcage. The VMAX doesn't scream. It breathes violence. V-Boost returns, smarter, meaner. Yes, V-Boost is expected to return, but smarter. Rumors suggest smoother electronic control, eliminating the old on-off jolt. Instead, the transition will feel like a second heartbeat kicking in. When the butterflies open, it won't feel sudden. It'll feel inevitable. Like the bike just inhaled the horizon. Handling, the myth gets practical. Critics love saying the VMAX can't handle. They're wrong. It doesn't tip into corners. It intimidates them into submission. For 2026, expect revised suspension internals. Firmer, more controlled, more confidence mid-corner. The massive inverted forks and monoshock layouts stay, but tuning evolves. There's also talk of lighter wheels, reducing unsprung mass. Translation? Sharper direction changes. Less wrestling, more mind-reading. Ergonomics, violence by invitation only. Yamaha knows riders want aggression, but not pain. Expect subtle revisions to bar reach and peg placement. Still aggressive, but no chiropractor visits required. There's also strong rumor of an optional comfort kit. Upgraded seat foam, adjustable pegs, bar risers. Because even monsters deserve choice. Brakes, anchors for a thunderstorm. Stopping a VMAX isn't slowing down. It's deploying anchors. Expect massive dual 320mm front discs with radial mounted calipers to remain, but with smarter ABS logic. Possibly lean-aware tech borrowed from Yamaha's sport DNA. This bike won't just stop hard. It'll stop confident. Technology without diluting the chaos. Technology on the VMAX isn't about screens. It's about confidence. Expect traction control, but tuned to allow drama without disaster. Rider modes are rumored. Street, Sport, and Beast. And Beast mode? No filters. No nanny gloves. Just the V4, speaking its native language. Bluetooth will exist, but quietly. Navigation pop-ups, call alerts, no clutter. Riders want roads, not notifications. The big surprise, the missing link. Remember that tease? Here it is. The most emotional rumor of the entire 2026 VMAX refresh. Yamaha is strongly expected to finally give the VMAX a factory quickshifter. Not because it needs one, but because riders demanded it. Bidirectional, up and down, clutchless. Imagine hammering through gears without rolling off. No pauses, no gaps, just uninterrupted acceleration that feels like one continuous heartbeat. A quickshifter on a 1,700cc V4 power cruiser isn't convenience, it's completion. Competition? Let them explain themselves. Yes, competition is fierce. Hola, Ducati Diavel V4, fast, tech-heavy, expensive. Harley Sport Cruisers, torque-rich, heritage-heavy. Triumph Rocket 3, locomotive torque, cruiser comfort. But the VMAX doesn't compete. It dares comparison. The Diavel is a sports car with handlebars. The Rocket is a mountain. The Harley is a torch. The VMAX? Brief. Violent. Unforgettable. Verdict. The mood setter, not the follower. If Yamaha executes this refresh the way the rumor mill suggests, the 2026 VMAX won't just return. It'll lead. Refined, but still intimidating. Smarter, but never tamed. Modern, but unapologetically emotional. This bike doesn't exist to make sense. It exists to make you feel something again. Final hook. So here's the real question. In a world obsessed with efficiency, screens, and silence, are you ready for a motorcycle that still believes in violence, drama, and soul? Because if the 2026 VMAX lands with that quickshifter standard, the Power Cruiser rulebook doesn't get updated. It gets burned.